Here we go, Christopher. Some would say this is a main event caliber matchup that we have here tonight. Hans Ruger and this man high on life, Kid Dharma, are going to settle their score with a kendo stick on a pole match.
We've seen this kendo stick brought into
weighing in at a holistically healthy 169 pounds. Hailing from a higher plane, he is high on life, Kid Dharma.
This guy is unbelievable sometimes. You know, for someone who's so centered and so zen-like, or who's supposed to be like that, using weapons like kendo sticks in his matches, come on. Something's wrong with this guy.
This guy is very, very impressive physically. He has a lot of body control. And maybe Hans Ruger deserves to get hit with a kendo stick. You ever think of that?
No, because I would never want to hit anybody with a kendo stick, much less the Austrian horse Hans Ruger. And there's a shot of that kendo stick hanging on the pole.
That's the opposite of silence. Stop yelling at me! That sign is inappropriate. Did you get your children to make that? Fine, you know what? Keep yelling. That doesn't make a bit of difference to me. In 6 weeks, Hans Ruger has been completely unable to touch me with that kendo stick, and tonight will be no different. Om Namah Shivaya, Namaste.
What was that last part before Namaste? What does that mean?
Well, it means that, yeah, Kid Dharma's a great wrestler. That's what it means.
Oh, okay. That's great analysis there by Christopher Fultz.
Well, you didn't know what it means.
Well, you're supposed to know everything that I don't know.
Let me tell you, I know a lot of things.
Here comes the Austrian horse Hans Ruger, and we have seen him and Kid Dharma.
Introducing his opponent, weighing 235 pounds, hailing from Vienna, Austria. He is the Austrian horse, Hans Ruger.
We have seen him and high on life Kid Dharma engage in some wars, even a pose down over the last few months, but they want to settle the score here tonight because Kid Dharma has employed that kendo stick in almost every outing, even in the pose down against Hans Ruger.
First of all, I don't know if he technically employs that kendo stick. I think this kendo stick had to fill out a 1099. So he doesn't have to pay taxes on that. But you're right. These guys have definitely had their issues with each other from the minute they got here. Hans Ruger got here.
Pretty much. I think Kid Dharma's always taken exception to the fact that the fans and maybe even some people in the office that make the matches favored Hans Ruger, and he felt he was being overlooked.
Well, I definitely think that has been true. We've noticed sort of a mean streak and aggression with Kid Dharma, being a guy that, you know, he's had an impressive win streak here in the NWL. The guy feels like maybe he's being passed up. He certainly took out his frustrations on Hans Ruger, took his frustrations out on Blaine Meeks, if you remember, not too long ago with that kendo stick as well. Maybe there's something to Kid Dharma's frustration.
Absolutely. Hans Ruger clubbing away on the chest of Kid Dharma, and both men at the opening moments of this contest were scrambling to grab that kendo stick, because as soon as you grab that kendo stick, you can use it on your opponent. Oh, hear that shot. That forearm rated across the chest of high on life Kid Dharma.
You know, absolutely, who wouldn't want to have that kendo stick in their corner as an advantage? And again, we will mention, though, that in this matchup you can use it. It doesn't mean just because you get the kendo stick first that it means that you won the match. It means that you can use it until we go to a finish, a 3-count or a submission.
That's correct. Looks like Hans Ruger has him up in an electric chair position. What could Hans Ruger be planning here? And he just drops him straight back. What elevation on Hans Ruger. As Kid Dharma was attempting to retrieve that kendo stick, Hans Ruger took full advantage of that and drove Ken Dharma in the center of the ring.
Typically, these matches don't last very long because you put yourself in such a vulnerable position. Look, his back is turned to his opponent. Even though he just slammed Ken Dharma down, it's going to take a little while. And see, there you go. You're completely exposed.
How high would you say that kendo stick is above the ring? Maybe 6 or 7 feet? Or?
I would say that total from the mat to the top of the kendo stick is probably about 14 feet. So from that top rope, I would say around 6 feet higher than the top rope. Just my estimation.
Impressive height there. They have to.
Impressive that I can add, or impressive that it's that high?
It's impressive that it's that high, and a little bit that you can add. Nice running power slam. Almost British Bulldog style there, driving Ken Dharma into the center of the ring. And look at this, a deadlift from a sitting position.
Talk about
hoisting
power.
Ken, yeah, talk about power, driving him into the center of the ring. Hans Ruger, I mean, you can tell by his physique, this guy lives in the gym.
He absolutely does. You can tell also from watching this guy wrestle, very European influence in everything that he does. You mentioned the British Bulldog influence there. Certainly lots of European wrestlers were things that Hans draws inspiration from.
That's right. Hans Ruger, though, one thing, he is battling that bad right knee, and also he's not used to being up there on the top rope, so he's a little unstable.
Look, he's got half of it.
Well, it looks like he's got half of the kendo stick down, and Ken Dharma hitting that top rope, and Hans Ruger taking a tumble off that top rope.
Yeah, a little bit of bad luck there for Hans Ruger. Notice as he unlatched half of it, it swung away from him. Couldn't quite get his hand on it, and that lived the opening there for Ken Dharma. Should be smooth sailing for Ken Dharma to get that stick now.
Dropping a leg right across the throat. Now Ken Dharma, all he has to do is unhook that last latch, and he can use that kendo stick just like he's accustomed to and put a beat down on, well, it looks like Hans has got him, pulled him off that top rope. Hans with a, it looked like he was going for a belly-to-back suplex. And Ken Dharma pulling him back in. Maybe he's going to go for a belly-to-back suplex. And now he's
referee David.
Oh, he was holding on to referee David Gulick and then just hit him low. I think that was a low blow by the pacifist, or if you will, or the peaceful high on life Ken Dharma. Give me a break. Yeah, he's so peaceful he had to hit Hans Ruger low. Now what is he doing? Looks like
he's going to get it.
Looks like he may get that kendo stick, and like we said, if he grabs this kendo stick,
he's got it.
He's got it. And now he can use it against Hans Ruger in whatever way he wants.
This is bad news for Hans Ruger.
This is definitely
completely legal, Miller.
Not good for the Austrian horse, Hans Ruger. Look at that sadistic look. Oh!
Well, you can hear that smack. That kendo stick, that bamboo on that kendo stick just splits your skin right open. Very, very painful.
Absolutely, and for you fans that don't know what a kendo stick is made of, that is tightly wrapped bamboo. Sticks of bamboo wrapped together, and it's a very, very hard stick. And it's, like you said, Christopher, when that hits you, that'll split your skin wide open.
Kids, I want you to go to any martial arts store here in Kansas City, pick up a kendo stick and start beating up your siblings with it. If you could do that, then you'll know. No, they shouldn't do that?
No, ow! The NWL does not endorse or condone any kids buying kendo sticks and using them on anybody. That's for trained professionals like Ken Dharma and Hans Ruger. How dare you? Will you just be quiet for a minute?
I'm just trying to educate our audience, Miller.
Ken Dharma thought that was going to be it of Hans Ruger once he was putting the beat. Did you see him riding that kendo stick around like he's Happy Gilmore or something? This guy is ridiculous. Week by week, he gets more and more ridiculous. Now he's winding up to take a shot right at the arm of Hans Ruger, and we saw him do this in their last encounter where he was really working in that submission match. He was really working over that arm.
All of this is perfectly legal too, Miller. Really taking him apart piece by piece.
Well, there's a namaste for you as he inflicts more punishment and pain on his opponent right across the back.
Well, you could just hear that kendo stick whipping through the air. On the impact, you can start seeing Hans Ruger swelling up a little bit, even cut up a little bit on the back there.
That's true, and you can see it on right on his pectoral and his bicep region. I think I see a little trickle of blood coming out. I mean, that's a punishing stick that these guys are laying on each other, and Dharma's been inflicting all the damage so far.
Anybody out there that underestimates Ken Dharma, I want you to take a look at this. Take a look at any of Ken Dharma's matches, as a matter of fact. This guy typically is the smaller man, but he makes the most of every pound that he has. This guy, very, very smart, great technician, moves like nobody else, and look at that vicious streak. Look at the look on Ken Dharma's face right now. He's very serious, as serious as I've ever seen him.
Ken Dharma said at the beginning of this match that he was not going to allow Hans Ruger to hit him with that kendo stick, because Hans Ruger has tried in the past once he's gotten it back from Ken Dharma, and now look at this, he blocks that shot. Then he is not going to win a strength competition, and he flung High on Life almost out of the ring as he was holding on to that kendo stick.
Hans has got the stick.
And now Hans has got that kendo stick, and if he hits Ken Dharma with it, it could be lights out.
I think Hans is enjoying this. He's going to enjoy hitting Dharma.
He can't hit him in the face with this. That would be, he swung for the fences there, and Ken Dharma ducks out of the ring. I was going to say, if he hit him right across the face, that would have been it for this matchup.
Boy, Hans Ruger should play for the Royals with a miss like that. Big whiff.
This is the second disclaimer I'm going to have to say in this match. I do not.
Well, look at that!
Ken Dharma was heading for the back, and Blaine Meeks.
We talked about Blaine Meeks earlier, how he ended up attacking Blaine Meeks with that kendo stick. Looks like a little karma coming back to Ken Dharma. Karma for Dharma.
And look, now he's saying he's sorry. Give me a break. Hans Ruger, come on, Hans, get him.
I don't think this is going to fly.
You know he doesn't mean it. Come on, Hans, you can't possibly believe that this guy means anything that he says. He's asking, what? Hans is dropping the kendo stick. He's accepting the olive branch of Ken Dharma.
What's going on here?
No, he's not. He just picked up Ken Dharma and flung him
on the back of the kendo stick there.
I think the back of his head just smacked the edge of that kendo stick with that fallaway slam. And now Hans Ruger is in full control of this matchup. He did not take Ken Dharma seriously for a second.
He broke the kendo stick over his back.
That kendo stick just shattered over the back of High on Life Ken Dharma. Unbelievable impact by Hans Ruger.
Those things are built not to break that easily. That unbelievable amount of power went into that. Another one.
And those splinters, you just saw the splinters of that kendo stick just throw off of it as he hits him time and time again. Good night. Ken Dharma, this has got to be it. 1, 2, no, Ken Dharma.
Smart move. Smart move by Ken
the
Dharma. Unbelievably smart right there.
Unbelievable. Look at there. There's one of those splinters, those jagged splinters from that kendo stick. That thing's splintered in half almost. What is Hans Ruger going for here?
Well, he's going to put him up in his finishing maneuver, I think.
This could be the Alpine plunge, but no.
Dharma's got the stick.
Ken Dharma picked up that kendo stick, and now he's trying to, he just super kicked it into the face.
He could have gotten one of those jagged edges in the eye or something.
1, 2, no, Hans Ruger kicks out.
Complaining to referee David Gulick, maybe thinks he should have had a little faster count there.
That kendo stick just collided with the face of Hans Ruger after being super kicked into his face by Ken Dharma. Now Ken Dharma, he may take that jagged, that weapon that they've reduced to almost half of its length now, and now he's looking for a measure of revenge, and he misses. And Hans grabs that stick, and now he's trying to run away, gets caned right across the back.
So he's setting him up. Oh, he's got him.
Now Hans has...
Maybe he can get him this time.
Now he's looking for that Alpine drop. If he connects, this could be it. And he just drove him right onto the cane. And this could be it. 1, 2, 3. And Hans Ruger has pinned High on Life Ken Dharma.
The winner of the match.
What a brutal match.
Unbelievable matchup. You see both these men worse for wear. You lose some cuts on both of them.
I think it'll be a long time before High on Life Ken Dharma picks up a Kendo stick again and uses it for any kind of action. I think he's learned his lesson at the hands of the Austrian horse, Hans Ruger.
The guy's going to be sore tomorrow, that's for sure.
Folks, we'll be right back here on the NWL after this commercial break.
Done yet? Seriously, I got stuff to do.